Our next award is the Bill Steinbach Media Award. And for those of you that may not be familiar with Bill Steinbach was the icon of broadcasting in Western Pennsylvania in his era, which is probably the 60s and 70s, for over 37 years. Bill at one time broadcast and announced at Heidelberg, South Park, North Hills, Lernerville Speedway, just to name a few. Also, he became the forerunner to writing a column in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, which by today's standards is no longer. So Bill Steinbach was, not only did he promote his love of racing to the fans, but also he gave it to the media, and it's just something, again, it's another award that we look back on, and it's, again, 19 years this award has been given out. This year's award winner hails from over in Ohio. He started the Fast Lane Sports Show in March of 2017. The purpose of the podcast is to inform race fans mainly in the Ohio and Pennsylvania markets updated information on local drivers, promoters, and racetracks on a weekly basis. The show is aligned with the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club to provide updates of club activities as well as source for driver and promoter interviews. Your 2017 Bill Steinbach Memorial winner, Pete Todich.
Well, first of all, when I first sat down to start writing this speech, I really didn't know what to say or how to start it. I've never had to do this before. As anyone who knows me knows, I really don't like to talk at all. I've never won an award before, so just kind of bear with me for just a few minutes. I'll try and do my best to keep this short and sweet. The first and most obvious person I'd like to thank is I'd like to thank God for giving me such an opportunity as this. And I want to thank my wife, Katie. She wasn't able to come with me tonight, but she had to put up with me spending so many hours getting the show put together at first, and then, of course, lining up all the interviews and doing all the research for the show each week and throughout the first year. I also would like to thank my producer, Tom. He got sick a few days ago, and he was in the hospital, so he wanted to come tonight, but of course he wasn't able to. But he came up with the idea to first do this show, and came to me, and together we both kind of put in the work to get the show going. And of course he does all the producing, puts it all together and everything each week. So he does a lot of the hard work. I'm just the doofus behind the microphone asking questions each week. So, but he does a lot of the hard work. There were a lot of people over the course of 2017 that helped make the Fast Lane Sports Show a success. I would love to stand here and take the credit, but I just don't feel like I can take any of it because it was just a collaboration of a lot of people. Of course, we had Christina. She was on. Not weekly, but she was on at least a couple times a month to talk about our dirt racing. Then I had Josh Reeves on as well. He was our tech guy. He would come on periodically and talk about different tech stuff for racing. So both of them put in some time and effort to help make the show what it was over the past year. But the support from family and friends that I got through 2017 really encouraged me to keep on going. There were times when I couldn't get anybody scheduled for the show, and we had to, kind of come up with an audible for that week. And but it was their encouragement that kept me going. I could have quit a couple times, but they kept me going. I'd like to thank Corey Simmons. He was pretty much there almost. I think it was the very first show he was on. So he's been there the entire year. He would come on every now and then to talk about the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club, and then he lined up, I don't know how many different drivers, quite a few tracks he got lined up for us. So I'd like to thank Corey and of course the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club for this award. This is definitely an honor. I was looking at the book some of the past people that have received this award. I'm definitely in a very good class of people. So in closing, as I look around this room tonight, I see several people that were on the show, and of course there's more people in the room that I would love to have on the show in 2018. I'm looking forward to 2018 and the race season to get started, and I'm definitely excited for this year to see what all it brings. So thank you.
I have to share something with Peter. You talk about a blind side. Corey Simmons calls me up and says, I'm going to be on the show today. All right, now, unbeknownst, he didn't tell me he had an award yet. So he gets on like a smart aleck and says, oh, Corey Simmons, I'm going to be the winner of the most media award for the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club. And about halfway through the show, Corey then says, yes, you are the Bill Steinbach award winner. He goes, no, you're kidding me. He goes, no, I was. I mean, talk about a blind side. It was great. So congratulations, Peter.
Thank you.